welcome back to Many Tribes, One Kingdom. It's your host, Dustin, here, as always, with my good friend.
Hey, it's John.
And we got another song analysis for you. But before we get into the song, if you are brand new to the channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button. If you are a recurring person who watches all of our videos, but you haven't subscribed yet, I'm still trying to figure out why you haven't, because I know our videos are awesome. But please do go down there and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification, because we have a lot of amazing content coming down. Without further ado, today's song is kind of unusual. It's not the typical song you would hear in Sunday worship. It is called Clear the Stage by Jimmy Needham. And all I can say is just, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a reason why you don't typically hear this song, because I think a lot of people would be offended by its message, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, this song, it hits everything. It hits everything that it needs to. I mean, it brings about a message calling people back to the focus of worship. And I know many of you are thinking like, oh, Heart of Worship. Very similar to that. When I listened to this song, it did draw me over to Heart of Worship. But this one, it's like that prequel to Heart of Worship. It's literally trying to get you to focus in on what true worship is and to help your mind realize that everything else before God is blocking you from getting that connection. It's an idol for you.
Yeah, and he uses a very serious term, idol. This was an idol is a very serious offense. And I like that he calls anything that you put before God, he calls it an idol. And that's the truth. That's exactly what it is. And one line that I love from this song is that he says that, worship is more than a song. And that's very true. Oftentimes we think of worship as just us singing a couple of songs together, but that's not what worship is. Worship is this. It is you pouring out yourself to God and praising him for who he is. Yeah. And it's not about, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's not about the flashy stage lights. It's not about the stage. It's not about, having the nicest instruments and everything or anything like that. And I say that as someone who does play music for my church. I play a guitar, and it's a pretty nice guitar, but that's not what's important. It's about drawing to God. Worship is not about, oh, look at John, look at how skilled he is and stuff, because footnote, I'm not that skilled. But worship is about Jesus. That is who worship is about.
Story time real quick. So, yeah, I know, right? Back when I worked at Camp Tomahawk I want to say about 3 years ago, just before coronavirus. Anyways, when I was working there, we came to it at a point at nighttime when we would come to the campfire, and we'd all be sitting around it. And it was a time to unwind. All there was two people playing guitar, a gentleman playing a box drum, and that was it. And we just started singing. That was just so, it was so wonderful. It was no distractions there except for a nice fire. But it was just a nice time to reconnect and just destroy all those distractions. All those idols were not there. We could just literally focus on God. And I could see the children there and the other adults who just focused their minds and hearts on that moment of worship and not on who's texting them, who's on Facebook or on the social media, who's watching them right now, how many views do they have, or what's going on in the news. They weren't focused on that. They were just focused on utter and pure worship of God.
I got a story I got to tell now too.
I love this.
Because TYI last year, and Dustin, you remember this? Remember that night we each had our own little campfires that we were around in groups? Mm-hmm. And there was our group of, wonderful men dedicated to God. And we just had time, we had our time of fellowship where we could all goof around and stuff. But then we had prayer, and we had such deep prayer. Amazing time of prayer. We were able to just be with God and be with each other. And that's really what the song talks about is, clear the stage. If that's what you need to do, get rid of the lights, get rid of all the sound equipment, get rid of everything. If that's what it takes to bring you to a true state of worship, a true time with the Lord Jesus. Church isn't about all these flashy things. And, like I told this to Dustin, my church, we serve breakfast, we serve coffee and everything. And I love those things. They're great. It's nice to sit around with my brothers and sisters and have a meal and have coffee and everything. But if we stopped doing it, I wouldn't be like, well, now I got to find a new church. No, I would still go because it's about Jesus. It's not about John. And that's really what the song gets into.
It was, when I listened to this song today, it's as if I'm hearing it for the first time, because it is just as impactful of my heart and of my life. And it's wonderful, John. Both of our stories included fire.
I know.
Isn't it wonderful? I think the best times when you can listen to these songs is when you're around a fire. Not the fire is not the focus, but when you're sitting around a fire with friends and family. Yeah. That's some of the best memories. And this song, this is something I would love just to sing around a campfire and just pour out and just listen to everybody's stories and what they got, and then just unloading all that and listening to this song and singing this song, bringing people back together, but focusing our hearts back on God.
Yes.
And the important part of worship is that it is 99% God and 1% you. Let me explain, because somebody's going to throw something at me if I don't explain it. That 1% of you is that part that is dedicated to pure worship towards God. That you come into it out of willingness, not out of force, not because somebody told you to, or not because everybody else is doing it, so now you got to feel pressure to do it, but because you have a pure desire within you to worship God. And it's just so wonderful when you get into those moments. I love those moments when I hear a song on the radio. I just start belting it out. I don't even care who's sitting next to me at those points. Or when I'm in my house or at the church, and I just start singing these things. And that's what worship is supposed to be about. Literally, what you can do is close your eyes and just imagine you just by yourself in this room. And it's just you singing to God, inviting his presence with you. That is just the most wonderful and heartfelt thing I get, I love experiencing. And this song helps remind me of that.
Yes, it does. And I think a lot of Christians should listen to the song and really just take time and listen to the lyrics, hear the lyrics, and believe them. Because whenever I was singing this song this morning, it was like I was speaking directly to God. It was a song, but it was also a prayer.
Amen, brother. Amen. Well, that's all I have. John, you have anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening in and tuning into our channel. I hope you enjoyed what we said. And if you disliked what we said, please go down in the comments. Let us know what you think about what we said in this video. Again, the song I said that you can pair well with this is Heart of Worship by Matt Redman. Both are amazing songs that bring you back to the heart of worship. I see what I did there.
I know you can leave the clear the stage, but you can also leave Heart of Worship, right?
Yes, I can. I'm going to leave a link to both those songs in our outro at the end of this video. So thank you guys again for listening in. I hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day.